Thank you for making time out of your precious day to come here and join us together for Mr. Avi Dhaliwal, future MP, Brampton Chinguacousy Park. My name is Sukhjot, and I'll be your MC for today. I know there's a lot of issues that we're facing, whether it's the Liberals, whether it's the Conservatives. No one is really standing up for you, your family, or your future. It's only Mr. Avi Dhaliwal. I'd like to call up Mr. Harpreet Khosa to say a few words about the insurance industry and the things that are going on and how Mr. Dhaliwal can help make things better.
Hello everyone, how's everyone doing tonight?
Good.
A little louder maybe?
Good.
Good. First and foremost, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out in support of Avi Dhaliwal. And I'd like to thank Fuel Financial for providing us the platform today to have all you guys here. I've known Avi for the last 30 years, and the things that he's passionate about today, he's been passionate about for the last 30 years. Some of the things that I really admire about him is it's not easy going up against big parties such as Liberals or Conservatives, but this man's right here, took it head on, and trying to make a difference by himself with our support. So a big round of applause for just that. Another thing, as an insurance professional, I've been in the insurance industry for the last 10 years, and insurance prices are higher than ever. I don't know, all you guys drive cars, right? Has anybody gotten your car stolen yet? No, not yet? Maybe soon, hopefully not. So one of the things Avi, really I admire about Avi is he pledged to donate a year of his salary to Peel Regional Police if elected as an MP. What that does is it raises our police officers' morale. They can do their job better because they feel like the politicians that are in their area are looking out for the people and for them. So that's going to raise the police officers' morale a lot. In return, it's going to lower crime and help put more money in our pockets. Vote and support, and let's get it done.
Thank you, Mr. Khosa. Next, I'd like to call up Harvinder Vasi.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੀਮਤੀ ਟਾਈਮ ਕੱਢ ਕੇ ਆਏ। ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਕਹਿਣੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਮੈਂ ਲਾਸਟ 25 ਸਾਲ ਤੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਜਾਣਦਾ। ਜਦੋਂ ਇਹਨੇ ਵੀ ਕੰਪਨੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ ਫਰੀਵੇ 'ਤੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਆਟੋਬਾਨ 99 'ਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ ਪਾਰਕਿੰਗ 'ਚ ਪਾਰਕ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਟਰੱਕ। ਸਿੰਸ ਦੈਟ ਮੈਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਜਾਣਦਾ। ਇਹ ਗੋਲ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਘੱਟ ਕਰਦਾ, ਸਿੱਧਾ ਹੀ ਟੂ ਦੀ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦਾ ਆ, ਵਿਚ ਇਜ਼ ਗੁੱਡ। ਅਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੋਲ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਐਕਸ਼ਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ, ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਬੰਨੇ ਕੰਢੇ ਲਾਉਣਾ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਐਕਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਕੇ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ, ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਆਪਾਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਉਹ ਕਿਤੇ ਬੰਨੇ ਕੰਢੇ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਆ। ਅਤੇ ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਗੋਲ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਉਹ ਕਿਤੇ ਬੰਨੇ ਕੰਢੇ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ। ਬਾਕੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪ ਸਿਆਣੇ ਆ। ਮੈਂ ਸੋਚਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਅਮੀਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਘੱਟ ਪੋਪੂਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਸੀ, ਜਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਅਮੀਰ ਆ? ਹੁਣ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਅਮੀਰ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਸੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਪੋਪੂਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੁਣ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਆ, ਟੈਕਸ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ। ਅਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਆ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ, ਮੈਂ 96 ਨਵੰਬਰ 'ਚ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਇਆ ਸੀ, ਅਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਨਾ ਉਦੋਂ 427 ਕੁਈਨ ਤੱਕ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ, ਹੁਣ ਮੇਜਰ ਮੁਕਰਜੀ ਤੱਕ ਚਲ ਗਿਆ। ਕੋਈ ਬਾਹਲਾ ਫਰਕ ਨਹੀਂ, 8-10 ਕਿਲੋਮੀਟਰ ਹੀ। ਪਹਿਲਾਂ 410 ਬੋਵੇੜ ਤੱਕ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ, ਹੁਣ ਮੇਫੀਲਡ ਤੱਕ ਚਲ ਗਿਆ। 401 ਦੀ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਲੇਨ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ, ਹੁਣ 2 ਲੇਨਾਂ ਬਣ ਗਈਆਂ। ਮੇਰੇ ਕਹਿਣ ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਇਹ ਆ ਕਿ ਪੈਸਾ ਟੈਕਸ ਪੇਅਰ ਦਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਆ? ਜੇ ਸਾਡਾ ਕੋਈ ਇਨਫਰਾਸਟਰਕਚਰ ਦੀ ਘਾਟ ਆ, ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਇਨਫਰਾਸਟਰਕਚਰ ਦੀ ਘਾਟ ਆ। ਜੇ ਇਨਫਰਾਸਟਰਕਚਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਊਗਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਦੇਸ਼ ਦਾ, ਅਸੀਂ ਉੱਨਤੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਤਰੱਕੀ ਕਰ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦੇ। ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਜਾਣੀ ਕਿ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਤਰੱਕੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ। ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਇਸ ਜਾਣੀ ਕਿ ਮੁਲਕ ਦੀ ਤਰੱਕੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਆ ਜਿਹਦਾ ਇੰਡੀਪੈਂਡੈਂਟ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਖੜ੍ਹਦਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਦਿਲ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਚੰਗੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ, ਚੰਗੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਆ, ਅਤੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਡਿਲੀਵਰ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਵੀ ਲਿਬਰਲ ਲਾ ਲਓ, PC ਲਾ ਲਓ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੀ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬਾਊਂਡਰੀ ਜਿਹੇ 'ਚ ਕੈਦ ਕੀਤਾ ਆ। ਇਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਦਿਲ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ, ਅਤੇ ਜੋ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਦੀ ਤਰੱਕੀ ਦੇਖਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਐਵੀ ਨੂੰ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰੋ। ਵੀ ਵਿਲ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਯੂ ਗਾਇਸ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ।
Thank you, Mr. Bassi. Next up, I'd like to call Sam Gill.
Thank you, everybody. First of all, I would like to thank the financial team, everyone who put this together. Also, I would like to thank everybody, all the friends, ladies and gentlemen, who take their time for today's evening. As previous speakers, they mentioned, Avi, my friend, he's running for independent. It takes lots of courage to run, to put his name on the ballot. The people who put the name on ballot, they have to sacrifice a lot. As we all know that he has already resigned from his existing business. So his business will suffer when he is running. But he also have solid pledge to donate all the salary that he will receive from this if he got elected. So point is, he's not making any hollow promises to Brampton citizens. He is providing a solid commitment to citizens of Brampton that he is working for the Brampton constituents. Secondly, the major parties in Canada, we all know that, they box you in. So the candidates, they cannot write, it's not full freedom of speech they have. They cannot make their own flyers. They cannot do many things at their own. Whereas in this case, Avi is doing everything with the help of his excellent campaign team. So we request everyone, if you don't live in the riding, check who lives in the riding, and we all should support Avi Dhaliwal for the cause, and we have to vote for him on April 28th. Thank you.
Now, before we bring Avi up to the stage, on behalf of Avi and our entire campaign team, I want to thank Avi Dhaliwal and the entire team here at PO Financial. Without you, today's event would not be possible. To represent Mr. Avi Dhaliwal and the entire PO Financial team, I'd like to call up Vikram. Make some noise, guys.
Hello and welcome to PO Financial. It's a very important event. Whenever there's election, I think this is the time when we need to show what we are. In present times, it's very important that we identify the times we are right now. The last 2 years, very difficult and challenging time for all of us. And we need to make right choices so that our next 4 years, we don't regret when we look back and say, what could we have done to change these present times? None. We can do nothing to change those times. GTA's, economy, directly or indirectly, is all dependent upon trucking, transportation. We are silent workers. We've done a lot during COVID, but there was hardly any recognition. The only recognition was that economy was doing very well, and we did well during COVID. But when there was a slowdown, it happened. The big politicians, the big political parties, they turned a blind eye towards us, towards transportation. The reasons are obvious, which I don't want to get into, but they're applying to it. And now we need somebody who can perhaps talk and is not afraid to talk about the real issues. I don't see anybody better than Mr. Avi Dhaliwal. Sukh so knows him for the longest time, but I know him for not that long, but I know his personality. He's a brave guy. He can take on the challenges, and he's not afraid to take. And he's not afraid to speak. He's a great friend of Peel, Financial, and Avi Dhaliwal. But besides that, he's the greatest friend of trucking industry in GTA. I think we need to walk that extra mile to help him so that we get him elected. If you had a chance of looking at his brochure, the main points are about trucking. Can anybody tell me which political party or which mainstay political leader is talking about the problems? This is the page. If you have a time, just 2 minutes, just look at it. This is your story, this is our story, and this story is going to be the real story for the next 4 years. This is just a beginning. Avi Dhaliwal ek shuruaat hai. I think we need to keep that fire burning. We need to add fuel. You guys are the fuel, real fuel. Our problem is the darkness, the economic darkness that we are seeing around. And Avi Dhaliwal, with a small little light, with small little spark, I think we can bring up the real brightness in the room, and that's what Avi Dhaliwal is all about. I was really impressed when I saw that video about 4 months ago when he talked about what sort of politicians we are electing in Brampton. If ever you get a chance of speaking to those politicians, maybe you can speak better than those politicians we are electing. And they are the ones who are going to represent us in the parliament. They are the face of our community. Do you really want those faces? Is that the reflection your kids or your next generation would, that be the reflection to the rest of the world that this is what we are? Nobody's coming to see you. Nobody's coming to, talk to us. It's the members of the parliament they'll be speaking to. So my request to all of you is walk that extra mile and elect the best of the candidates who can represent you and who are your real face, who can bring up the problems that you face every day. Trucking, believe me, everybody who's not even related to trucking would face this problem. So help someone who's bringing up the issues, the real issues of trucking, so that we can live a better life tomorrow and our next generation can thank us. So encourage politicians like Avi Dhaliwal and whosoever has the courage to speak up for the real issues. I really, really congratulate him that he's done a big thing, as he was saying, giving his salary, and also how many of us can get away from our daily livelihood and work on getting elected for the next 4 months. It's not an easy thing. He's a big, successful businessman. Ask him. He must be making fortune, but he's letting that go and working for us. So I think he deserves that accolade and more than that, your vote and support.
Now, over the last 4 weeks, Avi Dhaliwal has been campaigning hard all throughout Brampton, not just in this riding, because he's fighting for everyone in this country. Please put your hands together for the one and only Avi Dhaliwal.
Thank you, everyone. I am very thankful to Mr. Avi Dhaliwal and his entire team for Peel Financials to arranging this event, a wonderful event. And it is very difficult to gather all the transportation owners in one room. So today, if we look at all the companies, their net worth is close to $5 billion. I think these days, forget about the net worth. I think there's more loans on everybody these days. So I want to thank everybody, especially who came all the way to be a part of this event, especially all the speakers, Mr. Bassi, Sam Gill, Sam Khosa, and Mr. Bikram. So I would like to thank from my heart. So thank you for making this event successful. Thank you. So as I said, it's not about giving away $800,000 salary or whatever. It's not an issue. So it's all about what you can do for the country. It's all about what you can do for the city. It's all about what you can do for the industry, especially for transportation industry. So we all think what Canada can do for you. We are always saying, oh, Canada is getting worse. Brampton City is getting worse. But we don't think what we can do for Canada. It's not about what the country can do for you. It's the responsibility of the citizens, what the citizen can do for the country. So I believe, so it's our all everybody's job. So we have to improve the system of this country, which is being destroyed for last 20 years. It's not the politicians' fault. It is our fault because we've been electing the people for last 20 years. Before they get elected, most of these politicians were unemployed. Somebody who did not have a job. So who their job is to make all of you unemployed because that's what the experience they have. So now I just came not for the salary, not for the name or fame, not for the money. I already have two offices in US, in Texas and Indiana, and one here. We are doing a very successful business. And also, if you go to on my website avidoliwal.com, you read it over there. I put my 3 years tax returns there. I put my national criminal check there. I put Peel Police criminal record and also judicial review. And so we need to ask these candidates why they are not disclosing their tax returns to the public before they seeking for nominations, before they're getting elected. Also, we put a Sam Gill asked me to put an affidavit for the salary. A lot of people think like we are making bogus promises. It is not about the promises. It is about the results we can deliver. So that's why I want to thank everybody. So I'm not going to take much of your time. So I just want to thank a couple of the people how we started this journey. I usually guide the students, especially on the weekends when I get a time. So those students are Canadian students. Does not matter they are born here. They come to this country when they were very young, or some other foreign students. They're going for higher education. Especially Mr. Bassi, Mr. Sam Gill, and Sukhjot Pannu and Sukhpal. So we guide them which university they need to go, what is their talent. So that's what we guide them. We have one student. We were guiding him. His name is Kern, and he showed his ambitions. He said, I want to be in politics. I said, it's very difficult for you to be in politics. He said, why not? I'm born here and I want to be a politician. And he's in university of third year right now. I said, what your father does? And he said, my father is a truck driver. I said, you need $1 million to run as a party candidate. I said, you need a $250,000 for party fundraising, $250,000 for somebody who's going to broker you a deal to get the ticket, and then $250,000 do you spend on the nomination. Then other $250,000 you will be spending on the campaign. I said $1 million at the end. If you lose, that means you snooze. He said, what is the other solution if for the kids we go for politics? I said, only one way you want to go. You have to work in the community and run as an independent. So same thing like these all the students, because they said, where is our fair and share? All these universities, especially filling up the positions with the foreign students because they're getting greedy. He said, we can't afford it. Some of the parents, they can afford. They can send their kids to Australia, UK, Caribbean countries, and other, like especially United States. So he said, like, we can't afford it. So we as a taxpayer, which direction we are going? So we are taxpayers. So where is the fair and share for these kids? So I want to invite Karan on the stage. So say a few words. So we will be standing for you. Karan, are you come? Yeah. So this is a kid. He wanted me to run as a independent candidate.
So basically, yeah, when I was studying in school, and prior to that, I was door knocking for like about 4 other campaigns. had came to Avi asking him like kind of how would I get into politics, how would I get started in there, and he kind of gave me the harsh truth of what the reality was, and like the times we kind of live in right now. So for that, like I understood that there has to be change in general. So even with this campaign, I've been helping Avi, and he's been doing very good, and he wants to make a good change come from it.
Thank you, sir. So then what happened, like these guys, Sukhjot and Karan, they printed the application online. They said, they asked me to sign. I signed it. Mr. Basi was aware of it. Sam Gill was aware of it. And these, so I said, we have to get 100 people's signature on the applications, especially those people live in the riding. So these kids, around 20 of them, went door to door, and they got signature, 385 signatures in 2 days from the riding. So they have done a lot of work. So I pledge for these 20 young kids, when they go to university or they go into college, I will be paying for their university fees, $1,000 for each students, for 20 students who ran the media, who went door to door, knocked all the doors. They knocked over 10,000 doors, and they already did the social media advertising. And social media, we had 1.6 million views so far. They drafted everything, and then we bought this equipment. So Karan run this equipment. We raised from all our business people $60,000 to buy them the equipment so they can have the job here. We want to thank. So also, there are a lot of stories we can do. I can tell how we came into this election I want to run. So especially if you see these days, people, all these Liberal Party and Conservative Party and other parties, they're talking about fear-mongering issues like Donald Trump. And Mr. President is bringing a tariff on Canada. I just want to clear one thing. Mr. President just got elected 3 months ago. We have 11 plants in Ontario, which is 5 of them already closed. And one is also closing. Next week, they're running on the 10%. So when the Liberal took the power, then we were building 2.4 million cars. Today we are building only 1.1 million. So 93% of the cars we build in Canada, we sell in United States. If there is 100 cars get sold in United States, there is 20 cars being sold in United States, which is our built in Canada. So we said, drafted a policy to save the trucking industry, save the auto industry. There should be no GST on these cars that are built in Ontario. Also, especially transportation, we are losing a lot of money, because when the Canada Post strike happened, all these transportation companies were not getting paid on time. They were making excuse, checks were mailed. That's why the money was coming in less, going out more. So now these days the banks were pulling all their facilities. So what our MPs are doing, can't they meet the finance minister and arrange the meeting with 5 CEO of the bank, saying them, you cannot pull the facilities. If those companies are not in default, but they are not doing their job. So we need to work on a lot of issues, especially traffic management. We drafted everything on the brochure. I don't want to take you too much time. Also, immigration policies to save these kids' jobs for their education. This foreign students should be limited to 10% only, because where these kids gonna go? I'm not against any foreign students. Also, the housing affordability. The housing should be only accessible only for Canadian citizen and PR, not for foreign investors. If you look at other countries' policies, especially Switzerland and other European countries, Sam know we travel all over. Especially those countries, there is no way foreign investors can buy the house. Their houses are only accessible to their citizens, not for the foreign investors. I live in the area. There is people, like, all the streets are full. People buy the houses and board them, and then when the price goes up, they sell them. So this is how the system is going on. Especially seniors. We are all now the aging population. We are getting seniors very soon. I think I have to wait another 10 years before I get to that age. So I'm saying, seniors built the country. Either does not matter they built this country or they built another country where they come from. Even when the people get retired at 65, they're still driving Uber. They're still driving shuttles for the hotels or dealerships. So what we need to do, can every person when they start working at the age of 20 until 45, they pay minimum $2 million to CRA. So once the people retire, these seniors should be exempt from federal tax because they have paid their enough fair share. So there is a lot of issues. We drafted over 45 policies. A lot of people say the policies are too many. I said there are too many issues, especially car theft is going on, crime is going on. So they dumped other countries, empty their prisons. They dumped all the criminals in this country, especially through the visitor visas, through the sponsorship of study permit visa. Those people are keep committing the crimes. There was 2 days ago one of the MP, resisting MP candidate, which is running for a re-election, and some people asked him a question like, why you don't take the action for the people, the cars that are being stolen? You know what's her answer? She said there were people in the drug business, there were people in the gun business, so that's why that is not more lucrative. Now people think stealing the cars, stealing the cargoes, stealing the trucks is more lucrative. That's why they start doing it. You think this is the answer? So we need people who can work in the parliament. I always say people are first. People are the sources. We can get it done anything through the people, by the people. So these leaders think they control the people. People produce the leaders. Leaders don't produce the people. So these candidates are controlled by the parties. Parties are controlled by the bureaucracy. Bureaucracy is controlled by the lobbyists. Lobbyists are controlled by some people. So democracy does not mean we vote every 4 years. Democracy means do-cracy. Democracy means action-cracy. Democracy means patriotism. So I want to thank Harry Wadhwa. He does a Wounded Warrior tournament every year, and he donates close to $250,000 through that tournament every year. So at the end, as you guys know, I'm running from Member of Parliament from Brampton, Chinguacousy Park. A lot of people ask me, why are you running from Brampton, Chinguacousy Park? Brampton, Chinguacousy Park is the heart of Brampton. So we lost over 20,000 jobs in the last 6 years in Brampton, Chinguacousy Park. People say, how do you know these numbers? Ford is closed. Dixie and Steels. Canadian Tire is closing. They sold the land. That distribution is closed. Bacardi closed. Chrysler is closed. So Rogers cutting the employees. Suit and China Tire moved from here. So there are many industries that are being closed in Brampton. I guarantee you that if these people get re-elected again, because they were unemployed before they get re-elected, their job, their experience, we were all unemployed within 4 years. So at the end, I'm asking your support. I'm asking your vote. I'm asking your voice. Together we can get it done. Together we can make Canada healthy, wealthy. Together we can save transportation industry. Together we are one nation under God. Thank you. God bless everybody.
Guys, let's put our hands together and clap again for Avi. That was very powerful. Once again, I want to thank every single one that made time out of their day to join us. What we're doing is we're creating a movement. We're creating one team that will help protect and bring back Canada. Now, advanced voting is tomorrow, starts on the 18th, it will run till the 21st. As many people as you know, get them out. Please, we need this. Everything that Avi said, this isn't made up, this is the truth. This is what's happening. Now it's time to put all our planning to the action. Let's make some noise again for Avi, and that concludes today's event.
So मैं at the end सारा ਨੂੰ ਇਹੀ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਦਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਲੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਟਰਾਂਸਪੋਰਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਇੰਡਸਟਰੀ ਦੇ ਲੋਕ ਇੱਥੇ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ ਆ। ਕਿਸੇ ਕੋਲੇ 500 EMPLOYEE ਹੈ, ਕਿਸੇ ਕੋਲੇ 1000, ਕਿਸੇ ਕੋਲੇ 2000। ਸੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਥੋੜਾ ਡੇ ਆਪਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵਰਕਰਸ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਹੋਰ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਧਰ ਟਾਈਮ ਕੱਢ ਕੇ ਕਹੋਗੇ ਵੀ ਵੋਟਾਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਪਾਓ। ਹਰੇਕ ਬੰਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਜਾਂ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਸਪੋਜ਼ ਕਰ ਕਿਸੇ ਕੋਲੇ 500 EMPLOYE ਹੈ, ਕਿਸੇ ਕੋਲੇ ਉਧਰ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਉਧਰ ਯਾਰ ਦੋਸਤ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਫਰੈਂਡਸ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਬੈਠੇ ਆ ਇੱਥੇ ਮਿਨੀਮਮ ਤੁਸੀਂ 10,000 EMPLOYES ਤੁਸੀਂ EMPLOY ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਲੋਕ ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਂ ਮਿਸੀਸਾਗਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਜੇ 10,000 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਰੇਕ ਇੱਕ ਦੋ ਵੋਟਾਂ ਵੀ ਪਵਾਉ ਤਾਂ ਵੀ ਕੈਨ ਮੇਕ ਅ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਸ। So I'm running to just deliver a message, not just only running for the anything else. So ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਪਾਲਿਸੀਆਂ ਡਰਾਫਟ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਜਰਨਲਿਜ਼ਮ ਮੈਗਜ਼ੀਨ ਆ, ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਪਾਲਿਸੀਆਂ ਤਾਂ ਆਲਰੇਡੀ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਹੁਣ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਰਨ ਕਰ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਲਰੇਡੀ ਅਡਾਪਟ ਕਰ ਲਈਆਂ, ਰਾਈਟ। ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ HST ਬਾਰੇ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਟਵੀਟ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ। ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਟਰਾਂਸਪੋਰਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ ਸੇਵ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਈ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਬਾਰੇ ਵਰਕਆਊਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਵਰਕਆਊਟ ਕਰੀਏ। ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਪੋਸਟ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਪੈਸਾ ਤੇ 에ਅਰ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਦਿੱਤਾ, ਹੋਰ ਕੰਪਨੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਸਾਨੂੰ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਵੀ ਸਾਡਾ ਫੇਅਰ ਐਂਡ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਆ। ਜਿੰਨੀਆਂ ਵੀ ਟਰਾਂਸਪੋਰਟ ਕੰਪਨੀਆਂ ਆ, ਸਮਾਲ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਆ, ਜਿੰਨੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੇਲ ਆ, ਉਸ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਦੀ ਸੇਲ ਦੇ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ 5% ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਗਰੰਟਿਡ ਲੋਨ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾਵੇ। ਇਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਇੰਡਸਟਰੀ ਨੂੰ ਬਚਾਉਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਜੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ 100 ਮਿਲੀਅਨ ਸੇਲ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ 5 ਮਿਲੀਅਨ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾਵੇ, ਜੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ 1 ਮਿਲੀਅਨ ਸੇਲ ਆ ਉਹਨੂੰ 50,000 ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾਵੇ। Not just only give away money. That money should be secured against their assets or something else. So ਆਪਾਂ ਜੇ ਨਾ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਫਾਈਟ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਇੰਡਸਟਰੀ ਡਿਸਟਰੋਏ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗੀ। 95% ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕੈਨੇਡੀਅਨ ਇਕਨੋਮੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਡਿਪੈਂਡ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਟਰਾਂਸਪੋਰਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਹੁਣ ਇਹ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਯੂਰਪ ਨਾਲ ਟ੍ਰੇਡ ਵਧਾਉਣਾ, ਤੇ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਯੂਰਪ ਨਾਲ ਟ੍ਰੇਡ ਵਧਾਓਗੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਾਡਾ 11 ਮਿਲੀਅਨ ਟਰੱਕ ਯੂਨਾਈਟਿਡ ਸਟੇਟਸ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹਰੇਕ ਸਾਲ, ਉਹ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਜਾਊਗਾ? ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਵੀ ਉਧਰ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਰੋਡ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਪਾਣੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਲੋਕ ਉਧਰ ਜਾਣਗੇ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਉਹੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਵੀ ਜੇ ਇਹ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਬੰਦੇ ਰੀਇਲੈਕਟ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਨੋਮੀਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸ ਆ ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਡਿਬੇਟ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਇਆ ਕੋਈ, ਰਾਈਟ। ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ 4 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਸੈਲਰੀ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਫਾਈਟ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ $1 ਮਿਲੀਅਨ ਮਿਲਣੀ ਹੈ, 1 ਮਿਲੀਅਨ ਇੱਕ MP 2-3 ਮਿਲੀਅਨ ਕਾਸਟ ਕਰਦਾ, ਕੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ 15 ਮਿੰਟ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਦੀ ਡਿਬੇਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਟਾਈਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੱਢ ਸਕਦੇ? ਡਿਬੇਟ ਡਸ ਨਾਟ ਮੀਨ ਐਨ ਆਰਗੂਮੈਂਟ। ਡਿਬੇਟ ਮੀਨਸ ਯੂ ਆਰ ਡਿਸਕਸਿੰਗ ਦ ਲੋਕਲ ਇਸ਼ੂਜ਼, ਯੂ ਆਰ ਟਾਕਿੰਗ, ਸ਼ੇਅਰਿੰਗ ਦ ਆਈਡੀਆਜ਼। ਸੋ ਉਵੇਂ ਆ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਕਿਸੇ ਕਸਟਮਰ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਲੈਣ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੋ, ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਟੇਬਲ ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੋਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਉੱਥੇ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਮਿਲਣਾ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਭੇਜਦੇ ਆ ਉੱਥੇ ਕਾਹਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ? ਜਿਹੜਾ ਡਿਬੇਟ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਸਕਦਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਕੀ ਕਰੂਗਾ? ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੋਮਿਸ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਨੂੰ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਦਾ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਹੋਵੇ, ਭਲਾ ਉਹ ਲਿਬਰਲ ਦਾ ਹੋਵੇ, ਭਲਾ NDP ਦਾ, ਕੰਸਰਵੇਟਿਵ ਦਾ ਜਾਂ PPC ਦਾ ਜਾਂ DPC ਦਾ ਜਾਂ NDP ਦਾ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਡਿਬੇਟ 'ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਹੁੰਚਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਵੋਟ ਨਾ ਪਾਓ। ਇਦੋਂ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੋਰ ਕਿਸੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਪਾ ਦਿਓ। ਡਿਬੇਟ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਉਂਦਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਵੋਟ ਪਾਉਣੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ। ਹੀ ਇਜ਼ ਨਾਟ ਕੁਆਲੀਫਾਈਡ ਫॉर ਯੂਅਰ ਵੋਟ। ਸੋ ਐਟ ਦਾ ਐਂਡ ਮੈਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ 'ਚ ਫੇਰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਦਾ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੋਲਿਟਿਕਸ ਚੇਂਜ ਕਰਨੀ ਪੈਣੀ ਹੈ। ਇਟਸ ਨਾਟ ਅਬਾਊਟ ਵਟ ਅ ਕੰਟਰੀ ਕੈਨ ਡੂ ਫॉर ਯੂ, ਇਟਸ ਆਲ ਅਬਾਊਟ ਵਟ ਯੂ ਕੈਨ ਡੂ ਫॉर ਦਿਸ ਕੰਟਰੀ। ਸੋ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਘਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਨਿਕਲ ਗਏ, ਅਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਪੂਰਾ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰ ਲਈ ਹੈ, ਰਾਈਟ ਆ। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟ ਬੱਚੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਜ਼ੋਰ ਲਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ, ਹੋਰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਲਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ, ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਤਾਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇਹ ਵੋਟ ਹੈ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਜੀਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਨੀ ਪੈਣੀ। ਇਹ ਵੋਟ ਮੈਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਵੀ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਜਲੰਧਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨੀਟੂ ਸ਼ਟਰ ਵਾਲੇ ਨੂੰ 3 ਵੋਟਾਂ ਪਈਆਂ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਐਟ ਦਾ ਐਂਡ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਵੀ 2 ਵੋਟਾਂ ਪੈਣ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਐਵੀ ਸ਼ਟਰਾਂ ਵਾਲਾ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਣ ਇੱਥੇ, ਰਾਈਟ। ਸੋ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮਾੜਾ ਮੋਟਾ ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਸੋਚਣਾ ਪੈਣਾ ਵੀ ਪਲੀਜ਼, ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਮੇਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਅਵੀ ਧਾਲੀਵਾਲ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਇਹੀ ਰਹਿਣ ਦਿਓ, ਹੋਰ ਨਾ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਕੁਝ ਬਣਾ ਦਿਓ, ਹਨਾ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ, ਹੈਵ ਅ ਵੰਡਰਫੁਲ ਡੇ।
If everyone could get around the stage and we can take a group picture. Or outside. If everyone could just get behind that brick wall and we're going to take a big team picture. Avi! One more time. That was so weak. Come on, guys. I'm gonna say it one more time. Okay, I'm gonna count you guys down. 1, 2, and 3. On 3, everyone say Avi. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Avi! There we go. Right, thank you, everyone.
Oh my God, that was so hard. That's what happens when you get too much dancing in one picture. Good job, guys. Thank you, everybody.
ਹੋਰ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਤੇ ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਅਪਡੇਟ ਲਈ ਸਬਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬ ਕਰੋ ਸਾਡਾ YouTube ਚੈਨਲ RPD24 ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਤੇ ਕਲਿੱਕ ਕਰੋ ਬੈਲ ਆਈਕਨ ਤੇ।